Fox News alert. Vladimir Putin is in China right now looking to secure more support for his war in Ukraine and standing by his powerful political ally, President Xi. He is set to take part in a gala marking 75 years since the Soviet Union recognized the People's Republic of China as the communist giant vows resolute measures in response to Joe Biden's proposed tariff hikes. Here to react is Heritage Foundation Senior Fellow for China Strategy, Michael Pillsbury. First off, Michael, this is not unusual for them to show a sign of support. What is Vladimir Putin going to ask from China?
Several things, Brian. I think he's already got one thing. It's this long interview he gave in writing, calling the Ukrainian political system Nazis. He wants China to support his propaganda that their real goal in Ukraine, that what the Russians want to do is stamp out Nazism. This, of course, totally false. But that's the first big thing Putin wanted, and he's already got it. The second thing is Chinese support of a quasi-military nature. China's indicated to the Biden administration they're going to help Russia a little bit, but not a lot. But I think that's false. I think what's happening is this trip, this two-day stopover by Putin, he's really going to cement serious military support for his role in Ukraine. And the third thing he's trying to do, he's saying, I'm open to negotiations. This is Putin's statement when he got to Beijing. But they're really not. The negotiating terms are that Ukraine give up its complete sovereignty. So this would never happen under Trump. You know, this is a big blunder, I think, by the Biden people to drive Russia and China together. This is one of Trump's goals, never to allow this to happen.
There's information that China is helping Russian military far more than we even thought, keeping the Russian economy from feeling the effects of all the sanctions. Number one, buying their oil, providing dual-use items so they could use them as weapons. And you say the Heritage Foundation has come up with 80 separate things that Joe Biden could be doing to stop China from doing this or limit their effectiveness here. Number one, China needs the European market. They need the American market. If Europe speaks in one voice and they're legitimately concerned about Russian aggression, and we do the same thing, they know they cannot pay an economic price for Vladimir Putin's adventurism. And that might be some leverage that could curtail this relationship. Are we doing any of that? Is Europe?
No, not really. The Heritage report I'm referring to is called Winning the Next Cold War. None of the items in there, many of which have support in Congress, have been implemented by the Biden administration. They're doing little things like the tariffs on electric vehicles, but that's a very teeny portion of Chinese exports to the U.S. So basically, we're seeing what Trump was trying to do with China when he called himself tariff man, to get leverage over China to help us in various ways. That's simply not happening with Biden. And to push together two nuclear powers, Russia and China, it's really a blunder of the highest order. 75 years of Russia-China relations that Putin's celebrating, Brian, they've mainly been conflict. The Russians had 1 million army troops buildup on the Chinese border for a while. So to see them come together like this, to me, is just shocking. It's one of the biggest blunders we'll see in my lifetime, I think.
And you got to gradually work to split them apart, because they really have different interests, different focus, and China's certainly got a better economy. Who needs the European and the Western markets? Congressman, Michael, it doesn't look like anything's going to change unless there's a new person in the White House. Thanks so much.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.